So let's look at this first question that we have on squares. This is the sum of squares of 36 till 48. Now there are a lot of ways of doing this question. One way is to actually do the math, which of course we won't do. Another way is to look at multiples. So if you see, for example, you would solve this by taking summation n square, where n goes from 1 to 48, right? And from this you would want to subtract n square, where n goes from 1 to 35. Now the summation formula for a square is basically n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1, the whole thing divided by 6. If I look at summation 35, n is equal to 35, so the whole thing is a multiple of 7. If I look at summation 48, then n plus 1 is 49, and the whole thing is a multiple of 7 again. That means this difference should be a multiple of 7. If you look at options, option 1 and option 2 are both multiples of 7. Now between the two you can approximate. So let's look at a middle square like 42. So 42 square, which comes right in the middle of this series, is 1764. 1764 into 13, because there are 13 numbers, I'm just trying to approximate, right? So I'm not really going to go down and do the actual math, will be close to 23,000, which means we are looking at option 1. Another way of doing it is to see that the units digit is 4, 0, 2 or 0. And the two options ending in 0 are quite different. So again, you can find the units digit first. And if you find the units digit, basically you're going to add up squares from 1 to 10, right? In this case, then that adds up 39 to 48. And then you have to add an extra 36 square, 37 square, and 38 square. So if you see the sum of the squares from 1 to 10, you will get 1 twice, so that's 2. You will get 4 twice, that's 8. You will get 5 once. Then you will get 6 twice, that's 12. And you will get 9 twice, which is 18. So 12 and 18 is 0, 2 and 8 is 0, so this whole thing ends in 5. Then 38 square ends in 4, that is 37 square ends in 9, and 36 square ends in 6. So this 6, 4 also you can forget, 10, 9 plus 5, your units digit has to end in 4. Great, so you don't even need to approximate, straight away your answer is option 1. Now let's look at the sixth question. The sixth question can easily be done with approximation. So x is basically root of 4 plus something. And that something, since this is more than 2, this will be less than 2, right? Because you're doing 4 minus something. So the whole thing should be close to root 5 or root 6, which means you're looking at 2.3, 2.4 approximately as your answer. So now you start looking at options. Option 1 is out. Option 4 is too big. Option second is too small. Let's look at option 3, right? Root 13, if you solve, comes close to around 3.5, 3.6. In fact, it's very close to 3.6. 1296 is 36 square. So it's 3.6 plus 1 divided by 2 will give you 2.3. So that's your answer. Your answer is option 3. If you have to do the math, then the way you're supposed to solve this is x is nothing but root of 4 plus root of 4, and this whole thing is infinite, so it keeps repeating, right? So you just say 4 minus x, and then you have to square this 2 times. So the first square will give you x square, is equal to 4 plus root of 4 minus x, and then you will get x square minus 4 the whole square is equal to 4 minus x. If I have to solve this, I wouldn't attempt the question in the first round. I will only attempt it by approximation because this really is time consuming. So hope this was helpful. See you for the next set of questions.